Welcome. We are back for another episode. This time we're in France. We're just over halfway through, or at halfway through right now. If you were here with us last time out in Austria, we had a bit of a blunder. I'm not going to put the whole blame on myself. I'm going to put part in it on Kevin Magnussen. He basically screwed it up. He crashed with, I don't know how many laps to go. Brought out a safety car. We went on the softs too early. We did manage to get some points, but Magnussen screwed everything over. He doesn't crash. We could be on for a double podium there. So, potentially a P1 and a P3, maybe even a 1-2. So, I'm putting the blame on Magnussen, but at the same time, it was still a race win on the cards if we would have nailed the strategy, but I put him on the softs way too early. Don't really know what I was thinking. Anyway, we screwed that one up. And it was a difficult race. It was devastating. We were so close to getting. We were gonna get huge points. Let's just attend that. We were gonna close in a lot on Mercedes. You can see 106 points. Add an extra 30 on that if Magnussen doesn't crash. We're looking at around 20 points behind Mercedes. We're ahead of Alfa Romeo. It would have been a fantastic weekend. It would have been a game-changing weekend or a race-changing weekend. And now we're still stuck in 5th behind Alfa Romeo. So we need a good weekend in Paul Ricard. But the weekends where we can capitalise are the ones where it's raining and heavy weather like that. You don't get many of them. So it's a huge missed opportunity. But we've got to try and I think double points. We need both drivers back in the points, and we can close this gap down to Alfa Romeo and then focus on Mercedes. Oh, this is new. Blimmin' heck. An overview of any car parts that were damaged or replaced during the previous session. So this is all from... Did he damage stuff in free practice? Oh my god, he crashed in free practice. What a genius. Well, we can't avoid the walls, apparently. So that's more stuff. We might actually run out of parts for this weekend, because we were already low beforehand, and I don't want to spend a ton of money. Yeah, we've only got one more left. Well, hopefully we don't crash again, otherwise we're spending a lot of money on emergency parts. I think we have to change his ERS. I mean... I don't think that's going to get to the end of the Grand Prix. So we'll take a new part. We'll take whatever grid penalty they need to give us. ERS 6. Why is it ERS 6? I guess maybe on Magnussen's car they count those as well. So, I mean, do we just take all the penalties while we're here? We're going to have to take another engine at some point. We're going to have to... You know what? We're going to take all the penalties while we're here. So we're going to take a new ERS as well. We'll put that on the car. And then we'll also take a new gearbox. So all new parts for Pierre Gasly. Not an awful place to do it in France. Might as well. Let's see about Kevin Magnussen. Engine, he's on his last one. I think we're just going to keep him everything the same. Yeah. Oh, we did take a new part, but we didn't actually use it. I'm not sure if that'll give him a grid penalty if we used it this time. But we're just going to keep him on the same one. So, Gasly, his performance in qualifying won't matter. He's going to start at the back of the grid. But Kevin Magnussen... Yeah. We'll take the penalty we wanted. But Kevin Magnussen, on the other hand, he is still... he hasn't got any penalties. So, he is qualifying for position. I mean, looking at this... Charles Leclerc is miles ahead. He's 8/10 clear of Max Verstappen. We're right there with the Red Bulls, at least with Gasly. I'm assuming that's because he's got whole new engines in his car. Magnussen, not too far off the pace. He's only about 3/10 off of his teammate, but the 5 that are out. Vettel is out again in Q1. Look how far off he is to Bottas. We were thinking about signing Sebastian Vettel. If we did that, that would have been a huge mistake. He is out in Q1 again. I think we're both going to get into Q3 pretty easily. Hamilton's around the cusp. He needs to put in a good lap. Same with Perez. I'm sure they will. If they get held up or spin or for some reason like that, then that could screw him over. But Carlos Sainz, Leclerc spun. No one cares about that. He's miles ahead. Carlos Sainz crosses the line, and here we go. So Sainz across the line. Norris, Verstappen. Does Verstappen go any quicker? No. Yeah, he does. He actually does go a bit quicker. Maybe he can challenge the Ferraris. There you go. The Mercedes have gone a bit faster as well, but Gasly is ahead of George Russell. Magnussen might need to find something here. I don't know why they keep talking about the fuel. We've fueled enough for the lap and the cooldown lap. Magnussen should be safe. Bottas, potential grid penalty. So Magnussen and Gasly both safely into Q3. Gasly up into P4. Could you imagine if he didn't have the penalties? He could be starting on the second row. He's absolutely flying. He's faster than Perez right now. Verstappen, he's taking a penalty as well. Same with Lewis Hamilton. Oh my gosh, this could have been a great weekend. But we had to take penalties. And Magnussen looks pretty quick himself. Well, I mean, say pretty quick. He's still quite a bit off his teammate, but he is quick enough to potentially move up a couple spots and start P4, P5 after all those penalties occur. All right, Magnussen went out on a use set, and I'll be honest, he's had a bit of a hooner. He's down in P9. We didn't send Gasly out. We're going to send him out on a use set, just for why not. But we'll get to keep 2 brand new sets for Pierre Gasly. Magnussen, on the other hand, now out on a new set to see if he can propel himself up to P7, maybe P6. But he needs to find a lot of time on his lap as the 2 start their lap. We've got Magnussen behind. I'm not sure if it's going to help him with the slipstream. I'm not sure if that actually works, but we did put him right behind Pierre Gasly to see if he can actually do that. And Gasly's first sector time is a 23.7 and a 27.6. And, I mean, Magnussen's going slower. So, brilliant stuff. But we'll see what sort of time he can put in. As the 2 cars are now rounding the last few corners. We know what the times are to beat. Let's see what Gasly could do, just for the fun of it. So Gasly, rounding the final corner. What sort of time is he going to put in? They're telling us we need to refuel. No, we don't, mate. We're perfectly fine. Gasly coming up to the line. What sort of time can he put on in? He goes up to P6. There's a good lap time for him. But Magnussen gets up to P6. What a lap. Come on. Hamilton's going to take a penalty. Verstappen's going to take a penalty. So that is a second row start for Kevin Magnussen. Where's he pulled that from? I'm sure if Gasly had fresher tyres, he could have probably got ahead of Hamilton, maybe even ahead of Perez as well. But he was on a used set and he still got P7. But Magnussen up into P6. I didn't expect to see that. What a lap. What a lap that was. Especially that third sector. He was about a tenth and a half down on Gasly before that third sector. Let's see what strategies we have. Gasly, I wanted to do a 2-stop, but I guess when you're here in Paul Ricard, it is a very, very long pit lane. Maybe the 2-stop isn't what you want. Do we go hards to softs? I was thinking medium, soft, softs. Is that a viable option? I'm not sure. I want to see. Let's see. If we tried to start, let's do softs. Say if we went soft, medium, for example, would we be able to gain the time that we need? The softs, say around there. We go softs, and then we go mediums. That is definitely possible. They're saying an extra 4 seconds onto the race time. I mean, there's no reason. Yeah, I guess we've been that strategy then. Can we revert to the old strategy? I don't know if we can. Let's spin that. Oh, I should have just added a new strategy. Anyway, all right, we'll go hards. Let's do the hards to soft route that I was saying. I think it was lap 38. So we go lap 38. Can we get those tyres to lap 38? We'll have to kind of preserve them. So we'll do that and we'll preserve the tyres. We'll go hards to softs with Gasly. Might as well go long and maybe hope for a safety car or something. Magnussen, on the other hand, he's right in the thick of it. We could push a little bit if we went mediums to hards. Or do we go hards to mediums? Hards to mediums, so we're on the faster tyre at the end of the Grand Prix. And yeah, we'll see if Gasly could just go a little bit longer so he can have those faster tyres towards the end. He is starting P20 and Magnussen in P4. So if Magnussen doesn't make a mistake, we know he loves a mistake. But if he doesn't, he could honestly be on for a very good race position this time around. But we are going to go light on the tyres for Pierre Gasly. We don't want him getting an accident on lap 1, and we want him to preserve those tyres for as long as possible. Maybe wait out for a safety car, VSC or something, and then we'll put him on the softs or the mediums, depending on how long is left in the Grand Prix. Anyway, the Ferrari are 1-2. They've been rapid in qualifying. Magnussen looked like he got a decent start, actually, compared to that Red Bull. And you can see he's already alongside. He's going to be up into P3 come turn 1. Sainz got a bit of a poor getaway as well. And Magnussen thinks about a move around the outside. But what a getaway this is from Kevin Magnussen. Up into P3 he goes, all over the back of the Ferrari. Can we see him move down the inside to get into P2? Just don't make a mistake, K-Mag. He goes for it down the inside. Oh my goodness me, what a start this is from Kevin Magnussen. He's still trying to battle it side by side. He's got the inside. Can he make this work? Yes, he can. He's got past Carlos Sainz. What a start up into P2. Charles Leclerc behind, or Charles Leclerc in front in P1. Incredible start from Kevin Magnussen, making the most of it. I mean, what a start that is. That is absolutely perfect. If we can hang on to the back of Leclerc and keep getting DRS, Magnussen is in a very good shout here. Gasly, on the other hand, still stuck in P20. We are telling him to go light in the tyres. We probably should have told him to push right after start to gain any position possible. But he is in a different strategy. Anyway, Magnussen, on the other hand, is right there with Leclerc and Sainz. He's already losing track to Leclerc. He's actually already lost time. So Sainz is going to breeze past him when he gets the opportunity. Gasly, on the other hand, needs to get past these cars soon. We're going to give him the ERS. We'll tell him to go standard. We don't want to use up the tyres too much. But he's got to make his move up through the order. Same with Lewis Hamilton, who's down in 17th. I saw a yellow flag and I panicked. But Magnussen just holding ahead of Carlos Sainz for now. I think we let Carlos Sainz go and then just try and hang with him, which is going to happen. We don't have much choice of that. But I think the Ferraris are just too fast. Might be able to hold off the Red Bulls and the Mercedes, but the Ferraris are definitely too fast for us. I don't know how he's done it, but Gasly's already up into P14, and he's closing in on Tsunoda and Ricciardo up ahead. Can make a couple more moves there, which he's going to. He's already got past Tsunoda, get past Daniel Ricciardo, up into P12. He's not even pushing too hard on his tyres, but he is making moves. Magnussen in P2, kind of holding up those train of cars. If he keeps doing that, that's really going to help Gasly, as Gasly can slowly join in on that fight. I don't know how he got past Hamilton so easily, and Hamilton didn't follow him through, but Gasly doing fantastic work so far.
The brakes are really poor.
I mean, is that the commentator's curse or what? He's locked up, he's gone wide, right as I said he was doing fantastic work, and he's dropped back down into P16. Nice one, Pierre. I mean, this is a bit boring, isn't it? Leclerc's 9 seconds out in the lead. I mean, he's just running away with it. Gasly almost joining that pack. We put him light in the tyres because might as well. We need him to hold him out at least for a long time before we put him onto the softs. We're going to keep him out there for as long as possible. Tsunoda now spins, so that's another place for Gasly at least. But it was looking good for Gasly. It was looking like he was going to score points, and then he makes a mistake like that. Magnussen just switching with people left, right, and centre. But he is in for a shout for a strong points showing here. Maybe even a podium. Hamilton into the pits. Hamilton into the pits. Is he going for a two-stop strategy? What's he coming in for? Let's have a look. Hamilton, he's onto the hards. All right, so maybe he's doing the one-stop. Leclerc also in. Okay, a bunch of people coming in for the hard compound tyre now. I'm sure Russell will be in too soon as well. Gasly is up in a P9. So Russell has come in. Gasly can kind of hold up these cars if necessary. You got Bottas and Russell. They've kind of been let go in free air, and they're definitely going to gain ground on the three out in front, I believe. So if Gasly can hold them up and slow them in their tracks, that'll be perfect, and it'll keep Magnussen in that fight for a podium. I mean, these mistakes are costing us. Why? Why are we always making mistakes every single race? Every single race. We're just throwing away points left, right, and centre. I mean, oh my gosh. All we have to do is go a few more laps, and then we're going to put you onto the mediums, and you're still in that fight for the podium. Now, you're just in the fight for maybe P8 or P7 if you're lucky. All right, so they say this is the lap to pick Kevin Magnussen. He's back up in the P2, but that's because everybody else has just come into the pits. Maybe we keep him out an extra lap or two, just so he has fresher tyres. I mean, Verstappen, Perez and Sainz, they all come out in clear air, so they're not going to have a problem. Magnussen has thrown away a potential podium with that mistake, but I say we pit him now, to be honest. Yeah, we pit him now. But we pit him now. I think he still can get P7. It'll be easy to find out once he comes out of the pits. So in comes Kevin Magnussen. Where is he going to come out relative to the rest of the field? So he's going to come out P10. Okay, so he's got out in P10. I think Norris still needs to pit. Yeah, so Norris, Ocon needs to pit, which means, so does Gasly. So P7 as Gasly makes another mistake. So P7 is on the cards for Magnussen, so he can still get some points. What does he bounce off of? Just keep driving. Why do they keep stopping? So Magnussen can still get P7. Gasly is not going to score points. He's had an absolute howler unless a safety car comes out. So it's not a good weekend. Not a good weekend at all. It's another tragic weekend for us. I mean, this is the optimal pit stop time. I mean, we're going to go a couple laps. We'll get to lap 40 and then we'll pit Pierre Gasly. Magnussen's just settled into P8, which is now P7. I don't know where Gasly's going to come out. He's going to come out so far behind. He's going to come out behind Lando Norris, I think. We were supposed to pit him that lap. We forgot to. We're going to pit him this lap now onto the soft tyres. Honestly, do we just keep him out and pray for a safety car? Because his race is done at this point. No, I mean, we pit him now, I guess. We pit him now. If safety car comes out right after we pit him, that would just be our luck. But Gasly comes out in P14. He's not scoring points. He'll be lucky to even catch up to the back of Alonso and Lando Norris, for goodness sake. So that is Pierre Gasly not scoring any points. He's threw away his race. And Magnussen, he's in P7. He could get P6 on Bottas. He's still in for a chance of that. And he is closing right into the back of him as Gasly gets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. There you go. All right, Magnussen got past Bottas. I didn't even realise that. I thought he was still behind him. So he did it down the main straight. Magnussen, he's got DRS. He just breezes past. That is the easiest overtake you're going to see all day. Magnussen breezing past Valtteri Bottas. Get out of his DRS. He's already out of it. He's absolutely flying. There's a yellow flag in Sector 1. It's gone out straight away. No hope for a safety car. A safety car would absolutely help Gasly right now, but it needs to come in the next lap or two. Magnussen got to get out of that DRS window from Valtteri Bottas. He just managed to stay in it that lap. Magnussen going around the corners. It's up to 9 tenths. It's up to a second. Okay, he got out of it before the pit straight by using that ERS. I think he should be all right. He should be able to gain a bit of ground. Yes, he's 2-second gap now. So Magnussen comfortably in P6. Go on, Gasly. All right, Gasly up into P13. There you go. Not going to score points of him, but at least he's making some moves. It's been a pretty boring race, to be honest. Not too...
We're not okay on fuel.
I forgot. I say boring. Now we got to conserve. We know what's happened when we conserved it with blimmin' in Imola. I think it was with Gasly. It didn't go down. So maybe Magnus is not going to score any points after all. Oh my god, this is tragic. Gasly on the other hand, he's closing in on Lewis Hamilton. Maybe he's got a bit of a battle at the end for P11. But no one cares about P11 unless Alex Albon drops off in pace dramatically. You got Norris on the softs as well. Albon on the hards. So maybe we catch Alex Albon. Magnussen managing to get his fuel back, and he's got enough of a room to Valtteri Bottas. He should be alright. Alright, so he's back up to plus 0.1. I just realised you can't actually see the fuel because my face cam is in the way. Gasly closing in. He's got to get past him this lap and then really attack Albon to potentially get a point. Magnussen's going to be fine on fuel and he's going to comfortably get P6. So I guess we put full focus on Pierre Gasly. Let's put him on full attack mode, see if he can get some moves done. He's going to fight with Hamilton. Go on, get a move done on Hamilton now. Around the outside, turns to the inside. Hamilton's trying to get a move on Lando. Come on, let's go. That's the move that we need. This is all wasted time to get past Alex Albon, but we're going to get DRS. We should be able to get the move done down this straight. See you later, Lando. Focus on Albon. Oh, he's got quite a bit of a gap. 2.2 seconds. But if we go for it with the ERS, we're going full attack mode. We can't really put any fuel on. Maybe we could sneak a point with Gasly, which would be 2 points because he's got the fastest lap. But obviously, to get that fastest lap point, you need to finish in the points. We've used pretty much all of our ERS to try and get in that DRS range, but we haven't done it for this straight. No, we haven't. So, tyres are overheating. We don't care. We got to push, Pierre. We got to push. This is the last lap. Go for it, son. Go for it. Deploy the ERS. Get within that DRS before the next straight. 1.1. 1.1. Come on, we're there. We're there. 1.0. Oh, Leclerc's just started his last lap now. All right, so we've got another lap after this. All right, no need to panic. This isn't the final lap. We've got one more after this. You're cruising. You're cruising, mate. You're comfortable. Magnussen comfortably P6. Come on, Gasly, go for the move. Around the outside, Pierre Gasly on Alex Albon. He's going to make it work. Is he? Can he get the move done? Pierre Gasly, see you later, Alex. Come on, we're in the points. We're in the points. That'll be 2 points for Gasly as long as no one else can get his fastest lap. Blimmin' heck, I got a sore throat. But now we've got to fend off Alex Albon in his final lap. And Gasly's tyres might run away from him. He's the 38%, so he's still got a tiny bit of tyre life left. Should be good enough for one lap. Should be good enough to keep an Alpha Tauri behind us. But Alex Albon is truly going to send it as he goes around the outside. He's got him back. He's got him back. Oh, my days. Oh, my goodness me. Wait for the straight. Be smart and wait for the straight. Wait for the straight, Pierre. Don't go for it just yet. Alex Albon getting back past Gasly. Come on, Pierre. Now you go for it. Now you push. See you later, Alex. See you later. Overtake on. We've gone aggressive. We've got DRS. What's that double movement? Have a word with him. See you later down the straight. We'll see you next week because you are not getting back past us again. Gasly up into P10. That should be 2 more points for Haas, which could be 2 more pivotal points come the end of the season. I've actually just clocked it. He might be able to get us down that final straight because it is a long straight with DRS. If he's close enough... Hold on, go for attack. Get away from him. Get away from him. Magnussen finishes in P6. We've created enough of a gap, I think, with the ERS that we should be far enough ahead from Alex Albon. We are going to be far enough ahead. All right, that's going to be P10 and fastest lap for Gasly. So good job getting back in the points. He started P20, so it's a good result, but he also screwed up. He spun and cost himself some time. Otherwise, it could have been a few more points. Same with Magnussen. Magnussen could have been potentially on the podium. Verstappen getting up to P3. I mean, Hamilton didn't even get in the points, to be fair. And he started, I think, P16. So Hamilton did even worse than us. Gasly got P10 and fastest lap. Magnussen getting P6. That's 10 points this weekend. And we got more points than Alfa Romeo. And only 2 points less than George Russell in the Mercedes. So I think that's a decent weekend. It was kind of... What's the word that I'm looking for? I can't remember what the word is. Damage limitation. Those are the words that I'm looking for. It's a damage limitation weekend, and we've actually closed in on Alfa Romeo and only lost 2 more to Mercedes, and we took new engine for Gasly all across the board. So I think that's a decent weekend indeed. Mercedes, they're still possible to get. They are a little far away, but they're still possible. We could still get them. Drivers, another 2 points for Gasly. Magnussen getting a few to try and close that gap down to his teammate. But, yeah, we should. I mean, Magnussen, he needs to get some more points just to try and level it up with Gasly, because Gasly is kind of outperforming him quite heavily right now, at least on the points sides of things. No development points extra there. We did spend quite a bit of money just on the new engines and the new designs. I think we got new... Yeah, so the research is complete for the chassis. I think we do have new designs. There it is. The rear wing design is complete. And I'll tell you what, 4 days until the next Grand Prix. Let's see. Can we... Let's have a look. What was it? It was the rear wing, wasn't it? So let's have a look. Can we manufacture this in time for the next Grand Prix if we rush it? Emergency... Cost of approach. I mean, it's in Hungary. A rear wing, I don't think it's going to help us too much. But we could at least get it on one of the cars. Potentially. I mean, that's a lot of money to be spending on that. We'll get it on one of the cars, I say. Let's have a look. What does that actually do for us? So it is a decent upgrade, to be fair. The acceleration for the DRS gets a big upgrade. I wouldn't say it's a major upgrade, but it is a good upgrade. So we're going to get 2 of those in, or we'll get 4 of those in, and we'll rush them, and we'll get 2 of them in. I'm not sure if you could switch on the Saturday or on the Sunday. I don't think you can, but at least they'll be on one of the cars, 600k, and that'll be a new upgrade coming in. We do have a new front wing also being designed. Is it front wing? I think it is. Yeah, so that'll come in 7 days after Hungary, and we'll have that for the following Grand Prix. Next episode, we'll search on a new project, new couple of projects, maybe for research for next season and another upgrade for this one. If you are enjoying this series, make sure you go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.